Something's burning.
Sure is. What is it?
Don't know, but I think someone's been playing games. Rotten bitch.
Never learn, do you, Desmond? Smoking in bed's a real health hazard.
Good night. You lost something, Gaffney?
No, Mr. Manning. Right now, I figure I'm on a real winning streak.
All that remains now is for you to phone your husband and organise a reunion.
What makes you think you believe what I say?
Oh, I checked him out. He came alone and against orders. That can only mean one thing. He's after you. Well, if he got me, that'd be a bonus, but it's his loving wife that he wants, not me.
Eddie's no fool, so don't underestimate him.
Oh, I'd never do that, believe me. But this time, I hold the trump card. You.
So Sonia lives with Renner and I hole up here. As long as I cough up a few bucks now and then, Mario and them will look after me. So you don't worry me, Ferguson.
No, of course not. You're not worried at all, I can see that.
Why should I be?
Because I think you want to get out of all this.
Don't crap on. What's waiting for me out there? An extra 5 years for nicking off?
Forget it, Mitchell. You're scared stiff. In fact, I'd say you're probably glad I found you.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I'm taking you and Stevens back to Wentworth.
Bull. All I have to do is scream and you're dead.
Is that so? Well, go ahead. Right. Let's talk sensibly, shall we? You tell me the truth and I'll help you. Now, you do want to get out of this mess, don't you? Don't you, Mitchell?
Sort of.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And I'd say it was only a matter of time before they killed you.
I guess so.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm doing you a favour, Mitchell, and naturally I expect something in return. You will get on the phone and contact Stevens.
But I can't, that'd be like lagging.
You do as I tell you or I'll leave you to Mario.
It's too dangerous.
I will decide what's dangerous. Besides, I haven't finished yet. Now you help me, and when we get back, I'll speak up for you. I'll say you gave yourself up and you offered assistance. You'll probably get a reduction in sentence.
Oh, I'll get a reduction, all right? I'll be dead. Look, I can't do it.
I didn't hear that, Mitchell. Now, you get on the phone and you get Stevens here immediately. Don't tell her why. Just get her here.
But they'll be listening. Renner will kill us both.
Not while I'm here, he won't.
And what about Sonia?
I'm sure she can take care of herself.
You don't understand.
Just do it.
Please, Miss Ferguson.
I said do it.
Start for him, Rick Manning. Eddie, where are you?
I'm in Sydney. I found Sonia.
Well, that was fast. How?
Never mind, just listen. We've arranged a meeting in half an hour. Now, it's vital that you get a message to Maynard for me.
Yeah, sure. A meeting. What sort of meeting?
I said just listen. Tell Maynard about the meeting and tell him I've got a line on Renner. Now, I don't want any of the uniformed or plainclothes boys showing. So get him to fix it up, will you?
Hang on. Are you going in on your own?
And don't phone him. Tell him personally, because his phone's tapped.
Listen, just shut up and listen to me. Now, you're not thinking straight. This has got to be a setup.
Look, I haven't got the time to argue the point, Rick.
Look, Eddie, if you think you can still save Sonia, you're crazy. You know what she's done. She's just not worth it, mate.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure about that anyway. It's Renner I'm after, not her.
Eddie, for God's sake, will you stay out of it?
Forget it, old son. I'm in too deep. It's too late to pull out now.
What's bothering you? You look uptight.
Nothing bothers me. I was just thinking how pleasant it'd be without Eddie on our backs.
Bit of a shame, though. Not a bad bloke for a cop. His trouble was he was too smart.
You got to be joking. He took the bait, didn't he?
Of course he did. But then I set it up. And I'm a clever boy.
Oh, what about my startling performance on the telephone?
Yeah, you're very good. And as a reward, we're going to let you come with us and watch Eddie get it.
Why not? There's nothing on TV.
You're a cold bitch, Sonia. but I like you. Time to go. I was just wondering whether I should get Keith to get something in for supper for when we get back. This kind of work often gives me an appetite.
Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am to be with you, Cass. Well, Margo is just so coarse and unpleasant. Why can't people live happily together? Why can't they... What did I say?
Oh, no. I got a letter here from me dad. He said the vicar come calling and me dog said g'day in his gumboot. What was you saying?
Oh, well, I was just saying, why can't people be nicer to each other? Now,
yes.
now take my third husband. He was ever so nice. When he found out I was married, he just smiled.
Oh, hey, hang on a minute. What's all this about?
What?
Well, it says here my brother's been sick. Real sick. Dad reckoned he phoned. I never got no message.
Oh, that's terrible.
What's terrible?
Well, Cass's dad telephoned about her brother being sick and she wasn't told.
When was this, Cass?
Oh, about a week ago. It's all right, but Dad reckons he's coming good.
A week ago? That's no good. Look, leave it with me. I'll check it out. 5 minutes to lock up, girls.
You're not all right, are you?
No. Albie's not just me brother, he's me best mate. It's pretty lonely out where we live in. Oh, you wouldn't want to hear all this.
Oh, yes, I do, honestly.
Oh, well, I was always getting a lot of stick, you know, people putting it on me all the time, calling me names. Albie always stuck up for me. Geez, he got in some terrible blues. I told him I could do my own fighting, and you know what he said? He said he liked looking after me. Oh, it's not fair, Pix. My best mate could be dying out there and nobody tells you nothing. It's not fair.
There's still no answer.
You just have to keep trying, won't you?
Now?
No, later. You sure you don't know where she is?
How could I? I'm cooped up here all the time.
What about those gorillas who watch you? Do they ever mention her?
Be too scared. She belongs to the boss.
I'll try again.
Reckon we're wasting our time. I reckon her old man's got her.
What are you talking about?
Her husband, Eddie Stevens.
Oh, it's impossible, he's dead.
Suit yourself, but I spoke to him and he didn't seem very dead to me.
Don't lie to me, Mitchell.
I'm not, I spoke to him, I told you.
Why? What did he want?
Sonia, I suppose. Reckon he wants to get her away from Renner.
Yeah, well, I want her first. Try again.
Eddie? Over here. Out the back, behind the boxes.
Come out where I can see you. I said come out where I can see you. Sorry. I just had to make sure. You all right?
Yes. Sorry, Eddie. It was you or me. Yes.
Sonia? It's Bobbie.
Bobbie, what are you doing?
I have to see you.
I can't. Rena's in the bedroom.
Listen to me, we're in trouble. Bad trouble. I've got to see you soon. I haven't got time to explain. Just get over here straight away.
Impossible.
Tomorrow then. Early. Make it early.
Bobbie, it's too dangerous.
I'm going now. Mario's on the stairs. Look, Sonia, please come. We're dead. I'm not kidding.
She'll be here.
Trouble?
Well, nothing we can't handle. Kerry scored herself a politician. She just wanted to know if she could use the flat. Cheeky bitch.
I'll get Mario to talk to her. What's the time?
That's English. How are you feeling?
Still got that bloody headache.
Hey, don't roll over. You're very tense. Let me just rub out the knots. Relax.
What have I done to deserve this?
Nothing. It's my turn tomorrow.
I tell you what, it's doing wonders for my head.
Something you drank?
You could say that. I didn't come to bed till 3. I was trying to get over the terrible news of Eddie's death.
Well, I can probably get something that'll fix it.
What, that stuff in the bathroom?
No, I was thinking of something a little stronger.
Been any phone calls buzzed through for me?
No. Were you expecting one?
No, well, yeah. Nothing special, just sometime today. Oh, yeah, do you remember anything about Parker's father ringing last week?
Oh, yes. Well, as a matter of fact, Colleen took the call and asked me to pass it on.
Oh.
Why? What's the matter?
Well, Parker said she didn't get any message.
Didn't get it? But I must have passed it on. It was something about her brother being ill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now I come to think of it, I can remember the message all right, but not actually speaking to Parker.
Well, I just said I'd check for her.
Was she very upset?
Well, she wasn't happy, but can't be expected to remember everything, can we?
We have to, Rick, especially when someone's sick. Oh, I'll speak to her.
You, didn't forget my phone call too, did you?
No, Rick, I didn't.
Loverboy wants his breakfast.
He didn't get to bed till 3, you sure?
No, I made it up. Of course I'm sure.
Just doesn't sound like him. He told me directly not...
Well, why don't you ask him yourself? You know how chatty he is with a hangover.
Yeah, all right. Well, what's he want?
Nothing fried, nothing greasy. He's got a bit of a head.
You want something for that too?
No, I've already given him something. Well, go on, hurry up. He said he wanted me to come straight back to bed.
Well, move it. You know he doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Don't forget the papers.
Yeah.
I just can't believe I'd forget something like that.
It's okay, Mrs. Morris. I was a bit upset last night, but everything looks better in the morning, eh?
How is your brother anyway?
Oh, he's doing good, Mrs. Morris. Dad said so in his letter. It's a pity we can't say the same about this dump.
What was that?
Well, this place is bad enough, but now we don't even get our messages passed on.
Now that's rubbish and you know it. Everybody back to work.
I hate to say it, Mrs. M, but she's got a point. What if Elby had died?
Are you saying I deliberately withheld that message?
Well, if the cat fits where it was.
Hunt. All I'm saying, Mrs. M, is that we've got rights, just like a...
Oh, God, I got a shock.
You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Right, everybody keep away. Come on, just pull out the plug and I'll go and report it.
I wish Margo was here. I would have made her sit on it.
It's open. Look, what is going on? Why all the... Oh. Well, you don't have to be dead to be stiff, do you?
Oh, Stevens, what sort of a greeting is that for an old friend?
Thanks, Bobbie. You're a real pal.
Oh, what could I do? She made me.
Don't worry, Stevens, the police will be here any minute.
What if I said that Renner was waiting for me downstairs?
I'd say let him wait. This little moron has already tried that trick.
Oh, get stuck.
Well, I'm afraid the suspense is killing me. How did you find us?
It was very easy. You see, I can smell your type. I just followed my nose.
Enough to make you throw up, isn't it? Oh, I can hear the governor's report now. Yes, single-handed, risking life and limb, the ever-vigilant Joan Ferguson apprehends two of her most dangerous escapees.
It's not bad. I might use it. Well, Stevens, here come your escorts.
Pity, I was just beginning to enjoy myself.
What a show.
Yes, it is, really. Well, listen. We're going straight past.
Sonia, you can't just leave me here.
Can't I just watch me?
Sonia!
What's going on? Are you all right?
I wouldn't if I were you.
Bobbie, what's happening?
Forget it, Jack.
Why?
Tell you the truth, that's why.
I phoned me parents. They're waiting for us.
Wake up, will you? I'm a pro. Is that clear enough?
362 to BKG. Escape Prisoner Sonia Stevens is believed to be proceeding north along McLean Street.
Bobbie!
Dr. Maynard.
Rick, Mrs. Morris.
And what can we do for you, Inspector?
Mrs. Reynolds is expecting me. We caught Mitchell in Sydney.
Sydney? How?
Well, actually, it wasn't us. Your Miss Ferguson gets the credit for this one.
Joan? I don't believe it.
Stevens?
No, almost, but she got away. Look, I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, I think she's in the staff room. I'll just let her know you.
What about Eddie? I still haven't heard.
Well, I'm afraid I have. He's been shot. He's in hospital.
Bitch. I tried to tell him.
Yeah, I know, but he wouldn't listen. He never does.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have been sent to Sydney in the first place.
Well, he volunteered.
What are his chances?
Oh, he'll make it. He has to. He's about the only one who knows where she's gone.
She said to go straight in.
Oh, good. And Rick? Thanks.
I couldn't help but overhear. Eddie Stevens.
Yeah, well, that accident of his was just a setup. He's been working undercover chasing Mitchell and Stevens.
Why?
Long story.
And you've been involved all along?
Not involved enough, it seems.
Well, it's not bloody good enough. I don't know why we bother paying the cops. They never know anything.
So, Mitchell's been arrested.
Yeah. And that other bitch is somewhere in Sydney. If they get her first, we're gone. She knows everything. Names, addresses, the lot.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Find her. I don't care who you have to pay or who you have to lean on. Just find the bitch and kill her.
Right.
And I complained about the washing machine. Might be dangerous, but at least it works. This damn thing wouldn't press a rose petal.
Oh, who cares? There aren't any roses around here anyway.
What's with all the soap powder when we can't wash anything?
You can't wash or you won't.
We can't, Mrs. M. What do you expect?
Yeah, maybe we ought to go down to the laundromat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, come on, what's going on? Is this a go slow, a go fast?
We are going crazy trying to get something done about that damn machine.
That's right, it's dangerous, remember?
Yes, well, we don't have an electrician on call. You'll just have to wait.
What else is new?
Well, why don't we ask Mrs. Barrett to call her electrician? He's awfully quick. Remember the last time when the dryers broke down? He had them fixed by lunchtime.
Mrs. M, exactly when are the electricians coming?
Well, it will be attended to as soon as possible.
Mrs. Morris, please?
Certainly.
No, don't worry about us. We're only prisoners.
Something wrong?
Well, I don't quite know how to put this, but Ruth Shaw,
Mm-hmm. She's in solitary.
she was, found her wandering around in the hallway.
She couldn't be. I locked her in.
Yeah, well, I just locked her in again. She said that you didn't.
No. She must have put something in the door. I forgot to lock it in the first place, didn't I?
Certainly looks that way, doesn't it? Not that it's anything too serious.
It is serious, Rick, it is. It just shouldn't happen.
Come on. We all make mistakes. Just thought I'd check with you, that's all.
Thanks.
What about me the other day? Joan walked in, I called him a freak.
Well, I better get back to the women. Thanks again. Right, ladies. I'll see if I can hurry the electricians up. In the meantime, do what you can.
Well, I wish we could get someone to turn it off. I mean, it's dangerous, isn't it?
Pixie, I told you to turn the thing off when it first happened.
Oh, well, there's a plug right at the back. I just couldn't get
Bloody
to it.
hell, you'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed on, wouldn't you?
Well, at least I tried.
God. Let me have a go, Pixie.
Well,
If I can reach it, eh?
it's right at the back.
Yeah.
Be careful, Cat.
Yeah. Can you get it?
No, I can't reach it either. No, we need somebody with longer arms, Mrs.
Right,
Morris.
well, I'll get Mr. Manning.
Yeah, you know what they say, long arms.
That's enough, Hunt.
Pixie, for God's sake! Pixie, don't touch it! No! Pixie! Oh, my God!
Now, she's unconscious, but she's going to be all right.
How do you know that? Has she seen a doctor?
Now, well, Sister Kelly's taking care of her until the doctor can get here.
What?
Not even a bloody doctor in this joint.
What's happening about the machine?
They've been turned off at the mains. Now, don't worry, it'll be fixed.
It's not just that machine we want fixed. We want them all overhauled or replaced. And until they are, we're not going to use them.
Come on, now, there's no need for that.
Don't you believe it? It's called self-preservation. Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, glad you're here. It'll save me a trip to the office.
I know you're all worried about Pixie.
Yeah, well, that's an understatement.
She could have been killed today because of official negligence.
Oh, it was an accident. No one can be blamed.
The conditions we work under can be blamed.
Mrs. Morris knew that machine was faulty. I mean, what happened to her report? What are you trying to do here, kill us?
You know that's nonsense.
Oh, like hell. Something should have been done straight away. Yeah, it's real dangerous, Mrs. Reynolds.
Something will be done as soon as possible.
Mrs. Reynolds, Pixie could have been killed. Now, how many more accidents are going to happen before something's done?
I've told you.
I'm sorry, it's not good enough. We're out on strike. A general strike throughout the block.
You must have some idea what she's likely to do, Eddie. She's your wife. You ought to know how she thinks.
She tried to get out of Sydney.
Where to? Melbourne?
I doubt it. It'd be too easy for fellows to track her down.
Come on, Eddie, we're trying to save her life. Think about it, where would she go?
Now, listen, I'm in the game myself, remember? I know what you want. But I just can't do the impossible.
There's definitely no friends or relatives she'd turn to?
Nah. She'd be frightened that any of her other business contacts would put fellows onto her.
You and her spend much time in Sydney?
Only a honeymoon.
Where did you stay?
At a parent's holiday house. They don't have it anymore. God, yes, she might just go there. It's a long shot, but...
Better than nothing, mate. We'll check it out.
Give us the address and the quickest way to get there.
Okay. But just go easy on her, will you? She's running from fellows, huh? Not us.
Telling you what Eddie said, okay? Now, she could be there, so you better get moving fast. I'll have to raid out into the station, but I thought you'd like to know first.
Good work, Herb. If this pays off, you'll find I'm very grateful. Just hold off ringing in for as long as you can, but keep in touch.
You got a line on
Yeah. Ask your friendly policeman. Isn't that how the saying goes? Keith, remind me to pay him off if this information's right. I owe him.
Right.
I just hope I can personally repay our dear Sonia everything I owe her.
You didn't stay long, lady?
No, I left all my credit cards and checkbook behind. I can't buy much without them.
I bet your husband won't mind.
You guys are all the same. It's made round to go round. Now I've got to go all the way back home and back again.
Well, I hope you got $250 on you.
Yes, I'm sure I can scrape that up. There we are. Be back in an hour.
Take it easy.
It's a wonder they didn't lock us in our cells.
Ah, they don't know which way we're going to jump yet.
Yeah, Mrs. Reynolds was real worried, but you could tell, couldn't you?
Yeah, let's hope the department gets worried.
Ah, they will. Oh, did you get word of the others?
Yeah, they've damn tools in the workshop.
Good. Now, how about we do a bit of work, stop them locking us in our cells, and save us from dying of boredom?
But I thought you said a total strike. That's what I told the others.
Yeah, so it will be. I mean, workshop and cleaning will stop. We'll keep the place running for ourselves. Our own laundry, stuff like that, but no work for the outside.
You mean hit them in their pocket?
Yeah, it'll cost the department a packet.
How come?
They make a fortune from the work we do. Hey, how about we make an issue of the money as well as the machinery and the general conditions?
Now, that is a good idea. We need to form a union, huh?
Hey, yeah! And you could be our union rep, Myra. Now, you know, my Uncle Eddie always said the only way the working man ever got anything was with a union. And he said you've got to stick by your shop, Stewart.
Yeah, well, he was spot on there, Cass, but we've all got to stick together because there's going to be repercussions.
Well, we don't care, do we?
No, we're with you, Myra.
What about you, Red?
Oh, yeah, why not? We can make us some more bread and get up their noses.
Yeah, but we're not like workers on the outside. I mean, we can't just walk out.
Oh, well, they can't fire us.
If we don't get what we want, they're going to see their money go down the drain.
That's right, kid. We got them over a barrel.
Only if we stick together. What do you say?
Oh, we're behind you, 100%. Hey,
great idea.
What do you reckon?
But surely, Meg, the shock Myra got was worth reporting. The machine was dangerously faulty. The accident with Pixie should never have happened.
I just plain forgot all about it. I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, come on, Meg, I know that. But according to the women, you were there when it happened. How could you forget? Surely you realise how serious this sort of negligence can be.
I know, but I just can't recollect the women telling me. Oh, it's just not like me.
There have been other things, Meg. Cass's phone call and our dinner party. Are you sure there's nothing wrong?
Anyone can make mistakes. I'm just having a bad week, that's all.
I think it's more serious than that. In all the time I've known you, I've never known you let the women down. I've always counted on you to have a good rapport with them. Now, with the mood they're in, the last thing we want is to antagonize them.
Well, I'll go and apologize to Pixie. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
You realize I'll have to put in a report to the department. I think I can do it without mentioning you.
just don't know what to think. What's going wrong?
We all make mistakes.
But if it were only one, it'd be all right, but I've made so many lately. I'm forgetting that phone call for Cass and leaving a cell door unlocked, for heaven's sake.
Well, you've been under a lot of pressure lately. And I certainly haven't helped. I know that. I've caused you a lot of trouble.
But that's over. So why is this happening now? I mean, I usually cope so well. It's just not like me to forget things.
Then there must be something wrong. Look, Meg, when you do start forgetting things at work and at home, there has to be a reason.
At home? What are you talking about?
Well, there have been a few things.
Like what?
All right, the night we came home and the laundry floor was flooded. One of us must have forgotten to turn off the taps. I know you thought it was me, but it wasn't. Well, you must remember that. You rinsed a blouse out for me, right?
What's happening to me?
Oh, I don't know. But I do think you should see a doctor.
But there's nothing wrong with me. Well, not physically, anyway.
No, of course there isn't, but you are forgetting things, and in this job it can be dangerous. So what do you say? Will you please see a doctor?
What have you got there, Phyllis?
Mind your own bloody business.
I said no drugs. Get off Margo?
No. I got off Webb. She nicked it off Margo.
They say there's honour amongst thieves. Where's the rest of it?
I flogged it.
I should wring your bloody neck, you know. Now get out of here before I shampoo your hair in the toilet.
You think you're tough, don't you? Rotten bitch.
Yeah, well, I reckon she's selling it. I saw Lorna in her cell. She's off her face.
Phyllis must have sold her some of that coke.
There couldn't be all that much left. No doubt Gaffney's arranged to get more in, though.
Oh, yeah, never had any trouble in Barnhurst. Rotten stuff was all over the place.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten what she did to my sheets, either. God, she's got a bloody lot to answer for, that one. Sorry to spoil your fun, Weasel. But any other dope I find goes down the loo as well, and that goes double for you, Gaffney.
What dope, Phyllis? I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, didn't she tell you, Reb? I found some dope on her. Flushed it down the loo. Pity I couldn't get to it before she sold the rest.
Bitch, you pinched my... You can talk. Remember where you got it from in the first place?
Why don't you girls sort it out amongst yourselves?
Tell you what an idiot you are. Stuff was in your cell all the time, right under your nose. What do you mean? Ready to tear the place apart to find it, weren't you? It was taped under your hand base.
You greasy
That's
bastard.
enough. Who says? Myra says.
Don't try and bring any more in, Gaffney. We'll settle our differences at a later date, but right now we all stick together.
Why should I stick with you?
Because it's in your own best interests, all of you. So for once in your bloody lives, pull your heads in. Ah, Mr. Manning. Come for a game, have you?
Nah. You realise you can't spend all your time in here if you're not working, don't you?
Not our fault the equipment's dangerous.
Well, there's other jobs you could be doing.
We're not doing anything until we're satisfied with the conditions.
Seeing a lot of the inside of your cells then, won't you?
We don't care if they do lock us in. We're sticking to our guns.
Mr. Manning, have they taken Pixie off to Wentworth Hospital?
No, she's in the hospital here. No, she's doing fine.
Oh. Could I see her?
Well, I don't know if she's up to
Yeah, I just
visitors
want to
yet.
sit with her, you know.
Come on then, we'll see what Sister
Thanks.
Kelly says.
Stick it, Kean. I've got better things to do. Yeah, so do it. No skin off my nose. You'll keep. Gonna be trouble there, Myra.
At least while they're fighting amongst themselves, it'll be easier for us to handle them.
I think it'd be a good time for you to take over as Deputy Governor again, Colleen.
Yeah. Look, I feel a bit awkward about that now. I don't like taking the position back off Meg after all she's done for me. And especially now, it's going to look as though she's been demoted just because she made a mistake.
Meg's lapses of memory are a problem. I don't think she should have the extra responsibility of Deputy Governor.
And she has been under a lot of pressure. I know I haven't helped. She looked after me when I couldn't cope, and that must have put a hell of a strain on her.
Whatever the reason, Colleen, I don't feel I can trust her at the moment. She's a danger to the inmates, and I won't have that. On the other hand, you seem to be coping very well. I would like you to take over. For everyone's sake, Meg's too.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. However, she is my friend. I cannot ignore that, so I'd like to think about it, please.
Well, come in, Phyllis. It's your cell, too. Thought you were pretty smart, didn't you? Stealing my dope.
Well, you nicked it from Margo.
Yeah? Well, nobody nicks things from me and gets away with it, see? I've got to smash your face in.
Well, Myra's already pushed me around. You can have a go, too.
Don't you double-cross me again, understand?
I just wanted to do something for myself. I can't win between you and Myra and the freaking Margo. Everyone's on me back.
Yeah, well, it's because you got no guts. You got to make yourself a winner, Phyllis.
That's why I took the dope.
Stupid bitch. But you know nobody wins by crossing me.
Well, I'm not worried. You'll get yours from Margo.
No way. Margo's going to be riding high on a dope record, and I'm going to be right alongside her. And no one's going to stop me. So don't you forget it.
Is she going to be okay?
Yeah, the doctor thought so. She keeps drifting in and out of consciousness, but apparently that's normal. She's had quite a severe shock, so don't try and wake her.
I won't. Do you mind if I sit with her for a while?
I'll come back for you later.
Thanks, Mr. Manning.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen. No body, no blood.
All we know is that Stevens was in the car. Where the hell is she?
You made that appointment with the doctor yet?
No, it's just that I've been a bit tired lately. I'll probably be all right now.
I don't think you should put it off.
All right, all right. I'll ring later.
She is looking really worn out lately.
Yes, she is. Oh, I don't know, Rick. I'm in an awkward situation. Anne wants me to take my old position back.
Fair enough. Meg was only standing in. She'll understand.
Yeah, but she's been so good to me. I just don't feel I can do it to her, especially now.
I reckon she needs that job like a hole in the head. She's not herself lately.
I know. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll wait to see what the doctor says when she sees him.
Look, if she's offering you the job, take it. Because if you don't, you know who's likely to get it, don't you?
Joan? Oh, she wouldn't.
You're kidding. You've heard the news, haven't you?
About her catching Mitchell in Sydney, yes, I've heard. That's all we need.
Well, she'll have more medals than her father now. Mitchell comes back tomorrow, so Joan will probably be with her.
It's been pleasant without her.
All good things must come to an end. One thing's for sure, she's right back in with the department now.
Oh, don't. Any word on Stevens?
Nah. If Joan had caught that one, I would have given her a medal myself.
I mean, how come the screws haven't done nothing, Myra?
Oh, give them time, Cass, give them time. They're waiting to see how serious we are. And they're probably hoping we'll fight amongst ourselves.
Oh, yeah, see, they don't know we made a union. Now, that'll smarten them up.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Like to talk to you. Oh, yeah. Never did fix her for the job she'd done on your sheets, Myra.
No, I didn't, did I?
Go for your life.
Won't help you with your strike, though, will it? Not if there's always someone working against you. Won't look too good to the department either, will it, if they know everyone's not in it?
The department won't know if you're incapable of telling them.
Just listen, will you? Maybe I can help you.
What are you offering, Margo?
The truth? Don't you buy it, Myra.
Let's hear what she's got to say, Cass. But it better be good.
I reckon the strike's a great idea.
Oh, yes, since when?
Since I've had time to think about it, I can help.
How?
The girls at Barnhurst listen to me. I can get word to them.
You mean get Barnhurst out in sympathy?
Right. Both prisons out on strike. That'd really hit them where it hurts, wouldn't it?
Oh, maybe, but I still don't reckon you can trust her, Myra.
Oh, let her finish, Cass. What's in it for you?
You get off my back. Give me a fair go.
No drugs.
All right, I'll drop the dope. You got most of the women on side as it is, so what's the use?
All right, Margo, what's the deal?
You let me run a book, and any other rackets I can set up. You can have a percentage.
I don't want a percentage, but I do want to make sure the women get a fair deal.
Look, you can keep tabs on me if you like. All I want's my own piece of the action.
You think you can get Barnhurst out?
Guaranteed. I've got a way of getting word to him.
All right. But if you double-cross me, I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks.
No worries. Now you got a real strike, right?
Honey,
you're all right now, hey?
Well, I told Ralph I didn't want to. He wouldn't listen to me.
Oh, come on now, don't worry about things like that now.
But he tried to make me. He wouldn't stop. I said I didn't want to until after we were married.
Pixie, don't worry about Ralph now.
It was awful. It was just awful, Jude. I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to what?
I just wanted to make him stop. I didn't mean to hurt him, Jude. I didn't mean to kill him.
Kill him?
I killed Ralph, Judy. I killed him.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed we were together, sharing